And so to our location report on the making of Underworld, a low-budget science fiction story which stars Denham Elliott and Miranda Richardson. The makers claim that it will have a very distinct visual and oral style, which in part is to say that there'll be bags of special effects and makeup. Anyway, whatever else, Underworld was the first feature film to be shot at Limehouse Studios in London's Dockland.
We had very little pre-production on this particular production. We had about 4 weeks before we actually started shooting, which is extremely little. I normally expect up to about 10 months. So it was panic to get it all going, and we've literally been developing characters as the film is shooting. The first makeup tests were dragging on. I mean, they were going up to about 5 hours for the first makeup test. Now we're down to about 2.5 hours, much to the relief of the actors, I think. The major problem with special effects is it's all experimental as you go along. And if you're making a robot, then you might have to try 6, 7 different ways of doing it before you hit on the final solution. We've got a head of Denham Elliott when he's transforming, and that's going to take about 7 people to operate. This is actually a part of the transformation sequence for Denham Elliott. It's just one stage, there are 13 stages. Now that is probably going to take us about 4 hours to apply and to make up, and it will be on screen for all of probably 1.5 seconds.
It's like asking the first gravedigger what Hamlet's about. He said, well, it's about this gravedigger, and this chap comes along all dressed in black, called Hamlet. It's about the character I play, really, Dr. Savary, who invents a serum called White Man, which enables people to live out their fantasies. Unfortunately, their fantasies are sometimes so grotesque that they take on physiologically the shape of on the outside, what they are on the inside, you see. And so the underworlders are the victims of Dr. Savary.
One of these victims is played by Miranda Richardson, whom you may remember, if not recognise, from her role as Ruth Ellis in Dance with a Stranger.
She's an underworlder. She's a mutant, somebody who's been a victim of the evil Dr. Savary's experiments with drugs. So she's forced to adapt to a new life in the underworld, which is this region. And they have very little to do with the people in the upper world, except Savary when they need more drugs, or they go and scavenge for food.
Action. Cut. 180.
I love working like that. If you're doing a David Lean film, for instance, I mean, you might wait 4 weeks for the right cloud to appear. Well, by that time, my energy would have gone down terrifically. I like working under pressure. In small budget films, you're always under pressure.
I do hope Miss Richardson gets rid of that acne.